What's the difference between the Saiyans? What makes Saiyans unique from all of the other beings in the universe? In the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, the Saiyans were a primal beings who were driven by their instincts to fight. Fast forward to where we are now, they are different, but still, their instincts sometimes drive them. Goku was one of those Saiyans who has never been like all of his race. A prime example of what a true Saiyan is Broly. He has the primal Saiyan instinct, which Goku and Vegeta no longer have to its fullest. Our story is about Goku meeting his primal Saiyan instinct and becoming one like all of his race before him, tainted in his Saiyan's powers and mindset. This story is from Dragon Ball Multiverse. It focuses on the events of a Goku who was sent to Earth but somehow conquered it and is now living under Frieza's rule. He has changed. He has met his primal Saiyan instinct. What do you think will happen? Do you think if Goku stayed like he was before, would he become as strong as we know now? Or is that impossible? Tell me in the comments what do you think. And take into account that this manga is not canon, but it fills a piece of the multiverse that we have never seen before. And with that, our story begins. It all begins on Frieza's spaceship, where Vegeta, Raditz, Nappa and Goku are there. And in this timeline, Raditz and Nappa are still alive since Goku was never a good guy and his only mission was on Earth is to destroy it. As we can see, something is going on. Frieza has entered a rage. It's all Raditz and Goku's fault. Nappa tells them that Frieza said Raditz shouldn't have retrieved Kakarot without consulting him, meaning that Raditz went to Earth and got Goku from there. Frieza isn't all that happy about. Frieza didn't want Kakarot to be influenced by them. And this time we see Goku's character in this story. You're really not respectable. He's more arrogant than the Goku that we knew, since his character stayed the same as all of the Saiyans on his planet. The one who's evil in a sense. They all have disobeyed Frieza 2 times in a row. He's gonna get rid of them. So Goku says, why don't you just beat him up? Which Nappa replies with, Frieza's stronger than them. Kakarot in arrogance says that he has took out a lot of guys like that on Earth. He loses once, twice, 3 times, then he becomes stronger than them. Vegeta says, we become stronger each time we escape death, and you discovered that. We will seek an audience with Frieza, just me and Kakarot. What they're talking about is the Zenkai boost. When a Saiyan is on the brink of death and he survives, he gets a massive power up. Goku says with a smirk, he's gonna take out Frieza during the audience, but to his shock, as he faces Frieza, he's scolding them and making a fool out of both of them. Vegeta agrees, you are right, my lord. It's all the fault of these Saiyans who cannot behave properly. As he cuts Goku, he took him out without thinking about it. He's loyal to Frieza. To amend for their blunders, I will immediately take out Raditz and Nappa. I remain your loyal servant and will no longer suffer the influence of stupid Saiyans. Frieza's on board with that. Vegeta is like that because, well, he changed after meeting Goku, the real Goku, and this Goku is different. So Vegeta didn't change in this timeline and he knows that he can't take out Frieza on his own. After Vegeta leaves, he tells Nappa and Raditz to return to their quarters within the hour. Then 1 hour passes after that. They're gathered as Vegeta enters. But Goku is still alive somehow. Vegeta's shocked. What? That's impossible. Goku smiles and says, rather than betraying your kind, how about becoming immortal like me? We could get stronger until we surpass him. So Goku in this timeline is immortal. But how? Vegeta shouts and asks him, how did you obtain such an ability? Raditz says he will explain en route. They need to immediately flee this planet before Frieza loses his patience. And thus, they all leave the planet. They abandoned their capsules and they changed transportation several times to remain as discreet as possible. Then Kakarot told his story and it turns out it was the Dragon Balls. He wished to be an immortal when he was on Earth and that's how he obtained that ability. But they can't use them now. They don't work anymore. It's been years that they are just stones, when before it used to be only a year. Frieza would also find them if they went there. Raditz walks in and says their description caught their interest. His master invited them to his planet to learn more. A couple of days pass after that and they arrive on some advanced planet and then they're greeted. The master is eager to meet them, and thus they enter the castle of the master. And it's Lord Slug, the powerful emperor of Sector SG. And in front of him is a Dragon Ball. Goku goes in to grab it, but Vegeta knocks him up. So you know of the Dragon Balls. Where did you see them? Goku's about to say on Earth. You first. Tell us where you saw the Dragon Balls. And the negotiations will be less painful. His henchmen looks them down, eager to fight. They're all stronger than them. But then Lord Slug calls for them and tells them to attack them, and thus they all go at our Saiyans. Firstly knocking Goku down. Raditz faces his opponent, but he's no match. He's knocked away also, but he gets his momentum back and goes in for a kick, but it's not enough. He's knocked up. Now it's Nappa. He's holding his own against this one, and he tells him that he needs more to knock him out. And that's exactly what happens. He multiplies and becomes 5 fighters and beats Nappa. But Vegeta is different. He's beating his opponent and kicks him up towards the sky and fires a Gallic gun, taking him out. Through all of the smoke, he charges towards Lord Slug. We see also that Goku is still able to fight since he's an immortal. But as he goes in once more to attack, he's knocked up again. And Lord Slug fires a key attack, sending Vegeta away. As we see, all of our Saiyans are defeated. There are no match for them. Lord Slug, he attracts Goku towards him. As he holds his face, he says, "You will tell me everything." Then we see Goku's life. You are immortal thanks to the Dragon Balls. There was a Namekian on your planet, and he is gone. So those Dragon Balls are useless now. He took out Kami. And Goku, when he was young, he wished with the Dragon Balls. That's why he's an immortal. When a Namekian is gone, the Dragon Balls are also gone. But Goku grabs Lord Slug's mask off. He sees him. He says, "You are like that Kami, a Namekian." So he knows why the Dragon Balls are working now. He is a Namekian. His henchman tells him that his guests are important for Frieza. They should deliver them if they no longer need the use for them. They don't want any trouble with Frieza, since they don't stand a chance against him. And thus, he will deliver them to him. They take them into a prison. Raditz says, ask Vegeta if he can break those chains, and he can. They will try to discreetly escape when they have sufficiently healed. They have studied them, and the strong bodyguards never come. They can't feel their energy anymore. After that, Goku is dreaming about his mission on Earth. In this timeline, he achieved that mission. He's still having those nightmares. And thus now, it's time, as Vegeta says. But wait, someone is coming. As this guy enters, he says, "I'm with you. Let's flee together from this wretched planet." He has helped them, but why is he helping them? He says that he's trapped on this planet. He wants to go to his home planet, and he's asking them for help, for them to drop him there. And that's why he's helping them. Raditz goes to get Goku. Goku opens his eyes and starts transforming to his ape form in the same time that this guy says to Vegeta that they need to remain quiet. There will be gods there, and they can't sound the alarm. And he begs them to remain very discreet. But Goku transforms to his great ape form. They're all in shock seeing him. Why now? As he fully transforms, he takes out Lepiltin. The gods see him and shouts the alarm. They all start running away. Goku is running in his great ape form with them all. The henchman of Lord Slug goes at them again. The first one goes at Nappa. He takes them out by himself. He knows their moves and now is stronger, because the same techniques can't be used against a Saiyan. And the same one that went at Goku before goes at him again, but Goku sees him and says, "You, vengeance." He punches him away with all of his force. As the third henchman goes to see what's going on, he's hit with the one that Goku punched. With the force, they crash onto a mountain, and now they're knocked up. Our Saiyans flee with the spaceship that they've found. They leave the planet. Nappa has figured out that the Dragon Balls are somehow linked to the Namekians. Thus, their destination, as Vegeta says, is planet Namek. They surely will find stronger Dragon Balls. The guy with them will be hiding the tracks of their flight. And the Namekians live in isolation. They don't have technology, so no one will know where they are going. So this is their plan, and this is their life. After having worked for Frieza and having to put up with all of his orders and missions, they have rebelled against him. And this is all thanks to Goku. But meanwhile, Frieza's planet, they have found the Saiyans somehow, as well as their destination. So Frieza is up to their tracks. He's gotta go to Planet Namek. But this time, Goku doesn't have Krillin and all of the Earthlings with him. So how will this go about? And with that, we have seen Goku's life under Frieza's rule. How he has rebelled, how his Saiyan instincts told him that he shouldn't have a master, and somehow he will become stronger than Frieza. This was Goku's life under Frieza's rule. In each timeline, the events change, and thus characters change. Goku, when he was first sent to Earth, he wasn't the Goku that we know. In the first timeline before it was changed to destroy it. And what if in one timeline he stayed that way, stayed the evil of the Saiyans? This was this timeline, the timeline of a different Goku that lived under Frieza's rule. A Goku that we're not used to. The story of Goku's life under Frieza's rule. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and saying that, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.